people visit Puglia wrong. They see the famous photos, but miss what actually makes this region special. From ancient forests and underground caves to cliffside towns, quiet islands, and local beaches, Puglia is way bigger than it looks. In this video, I'm breaking down 18 incredible places across Puglia, from iconic stops to hidden gems, and if you stay till the end, you'll get practical tips most guides leave out that can completely change this trip. 1. Umbra Forest, Foresta Umbra. Hidden inside Gargano National Park, Umbra Forest feels like stepping into Europe's past. This is the last remaining stretch of Italy's ancient beech forest, once stretching across most of Western Europe, and today it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. With over 60 miles, 100 kilometers of hiking and biking trails, the landscape is lush, hilly, and covered in deep green canopies with quiet ponds, a small lake, and even a deer reserve tucked inside. Entry is free, and I recommend dedicating half a day here to really soak in the calm. Insider tip: visit early morning or on a weekday. Fog often settles between the trees, creating a surreal atmosphere and almost no crowds. 2. Vieste. Vieste is where Gargano's dramatic coastline truly shows off. This seaside town mixes medieval charm with some of the best beaches in northern Puglia. Wander through the narrow lanes of the old town, Porto Antico, stop by the Basilica Vieste, and climb the Scalinata dell'Amor, one of the cutest photo spots in town. Walking the Vieste promenade offers sweeping views of Punta San Francesco and the Adriatic Sea, while Spiaggia di Castello is home to the iconic Pizzomuno sea stack rising straight out of the water. Beach access is free, while launchers cost around $20 to $25 per day. Just outside Vieste, beaches like Spiaggia di Vinanotica and Baia dei Mergoli are unforgettable. For a different perspective, a Vieste marine cave boat tour costs about $30 to $40 per person and takes you past the Arch of San Felice and Grotta Sfondata. Insider tip: go for the last boat tour of the day. The lighting inside the caves is unreal and it's much less crowded. 3. Peschici. Peschici may be small, but it carries a quiet magic. Whitewashed houses tumble down toward the sea, and the old town wraps around the Castello di Peschici, offering views that feel untouched by time. Walk past the basilica, snap photos by the Love Lock fence overlooking the coast, and let the slower pace sink in. But the real highlight here is food. Al Trabuccio da Mimi is where you'll spend hours enjoying ultra-fresh seafood right over the water. Expect to pay $40 to $60 per person, and it's worth every dollar. Nearby, ancient watchtowers like Torre de Montepucci stand against deep Adriatic blues and make for hauntingly beautiful stops. Insider tip: reserve lunch at the Trabuccio instead of dinner. Calmer seas and better lights make the experience even better. 4. Rodi Garganico. Rodi Garganico feels refreshingly local. You'll hear mostly Italian here, and that authenticity is part of the charm. The town sits between hills and sea, with long beaches like Lido del Sole, a blue flag beach where loungers cost about $15 to $20 per day. Stroll along Corso Giannone at sunset, browse small boutiques at Marina di Rodi, and end the evening in Piazza Rovelli for people watching. One of the best casual meals of the entire trip comes from L'Angelo della Pizza, where slices cost $4 to $6. Insider tip: come in late June or September. The town feels alive, but never overcrowded. 5. Vico del Gargano. Perched about 1,500 feet, 460 meters above sea level, Vico del Gargano is known as the City of Love, and it truly feels like a romantic secret. Olive groves, orange trees, medieval walls, and narrow stone corridors make wandering here the main activity, and it's completely free. Visit the old castle ruins, explore the historic center on foot, and grab pastries or sweets from Pizzicato for around $5 to $8. If olive oil history interests you, the Trappetto Marattia Museum costs about $4 to $5. Insider tip: winter visits are incredibly atmospheric. Quiet streets, moody light, and no tour buses. 6. Tremiti Islands. If you're visiting Puglia between May and October, the Tremiti Islands are pure Mediterranean magic. This 5-island archipelago, part of Gargano National Park, offers crystal clear water, snorkeling, scuba diving, hiking, and fishing. Ferries from the mainland cost around $25 to $40 round trip depending on season and departure point. Boat tours and snorkeling excursions run $35 to $60. San Domino is the best island to stay on, with hotels averaging $120 to $200 per night in high season. Insider tip: stay overnight instead of day tripping. The islands become incredibly peaceful once ferries leave. 7. Sanctuary of Saint Michael the Archangel. In the hill town of Monte Sant'Angelo sits one of Puglia's most powerful UNESCO sites, the Sanctuary of Saint Michael the Archangel. This underground cave sanctuary is the oldest shrine in Western Europe, and pilgrims have traveled here since the Middle Ages. Entrance is free, and stepping into the cave feels deeply atmospheric and solemn. Legend says Saint Michael appeared here in the 5th century, blessing those who make the journey. Insider tip: visit early in the morning or near closing time for a quieter, more reflective experience. 8. Bari. Bari is more than just a transit hub, it's a living snapshot of Puglia. In Bari Vecchia, you'll see locals making orecchiette by hand, kids playing soccer in alleyways, and life unfolding in piazzas like Piazza Mercantile. A street food tour costs around $35 to $50 and includes focaccia, seafood, and gelato. A traditional rickshaw tour through the old town runs about $25 to $30, passing the Norman Swabian Castle, Bari Cathedral, and Basilica di San Nicola. Tickets at Teatro Petruzzelli range from $20 to $60. Insider tip: skip restaurants with picture menus, follow locals into crowded bakeries instead. 9. Castel del Monte, Alta Murgia National Park. Built nearly 1,000 years ago, Castel del Monte is one of Italy's most mysterious castles. Its perfectly symmetrical octagonal design still puzzles historians today. Entry costs around $7 to $10, and you'll need about 2 hours to explore the interior and surroundings. Insider tip: go late afternoon. The golden light emphasizes the castle's geometry beautifully. 10. Polignano a Mare. Polignano a Mare is iconic for a reason. Dramatic cliffs, turquoise water, and postcard-perfect views surround the old town. Walking around is free, but a small group boat tour exploring sea caves costs about $35 to $50. When Lama Monachile gets crowded, nearby San Vito Beach is a great alternative. Don't miss viewpoints like Belvedere su Lama Monachile, Punto Panoramico, and Pietra Piatta. Insider tip: stay overnight. Early mornings here feel magical before crowds arrive. 11. Trani. Trani's harbor is lined with blue and white fishing boats and pale pink stone buildings made from local Trani stone. Visit the Romanesque Cathedral of Trani, free to enter, then relax at Villa Comunale overlooking the Adriatic. Beach clubs like Lido Bella Venezia cost around $20 to $25 for loungers. Insider tip: Trani is perfect for a relaxed half-day. Combine it with a long seaside lunch. 12. Alberobello. Alberobello feels like a fairy tale come to life. Its UNESCO-listed trulli houses are unlike anywhere else in the world. Explore Rione Monte and Rione Aiapicola, visit Trullo Sovrano for about $2 to $3, and stop by the Trullo-shaped Church of St. Anthony. Street food from Principoto costs $8 to $12. Insider tip: arrive before 9 a.m. or after 6 p.m. to avoid tour bus crowds. 13. Castellana Caves. Descending 230 feet, 70 meters underground, the Castellana Caves are one of Italy's most impressive cave systems. The guided tour costs around $20 to $25 and takes you past massive caverns, stalactites, stalagmites, and ancient fossils. Insider tip: wear sturdy shoes, surfaces can be slippery. 14. Lecce. Often called the Florence of the South, Lecce is a Baroque masterpiece. Explore the Roman amphitheater, admire Basilica di Santa Croce, and wander the historic center filled with wine bars and cafes. Most churches are free or under $5, and meals average $20 to $35 per person. Insider tip: Lecce makes an excellent base for beach day trips along both coasts. 15. Ostuni. Ostuni, the White City, rises above endless olive groves. Walk through its fortified old town, visit the Museum of Pre-Classic Civilizations for about $4 to $6, and consider a private ape tour through the ancient olive groves, which costs around $50 to $70. Insider tip: sunset light turns the entire town golden, perfect for photos. 16. Locorotondo. Locorotondo is one of Italy's most beautiful villages and the heart of Etria Valley. Wander through its circular old town, admire the unique Cumersa rooftops, and stop by viewpoints like Via Nardelli Terraces and Punto Panoramico. Wine bars serve local white wine for $6 to $10 per glass. Insider tip: this is the place to slow down. No rushing, just wandering. 17. Gallipoli. Gallipoli's old town sits on an island connected by a bridge, instantly transporting you back in time. Visit Basilica di Sant'Agata, then head to Spiaggia della Perita, one of the most beautiful urban beaches in southern Italy. Beach clubs cost $20 to $25, while public beach access is free. Insider tip: July and August get busy, June and September are ideal. 18. Otranto. Otranto combines shallow turquoise waters, a charming old town, and lively nightlife, but just outside town lies something extraordinary: Cave di Bauxite. This emerald green lake sits inside a former red rock quarry and is completely free to visit. It's one of the most striking natural sights in all of Puglia. Insider tip: go midday when sunlight makes the water glow neon green. Useful information before visiting Puglia. Best time to visit Puglia. The best time to visit Puglia is from May to June and September to early October, when the weather is warm but not overwhelming, crowds are thinner, and prices are more reasonable. Late spring brings daytime temperatures around 72 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit, 22 to 28 degrees Celsius, while early fall stays comfortably warm at 70 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit, 21 to 27 degrees Celsius, with perfect sea conditions. July and August are peak season, with intense heat reaching 88 to 95 degrees Fahrenheit, 31 to 35 degrees Celsius, packed beaches, and higher hotel rates, especially in coastal towns. Winter is quiet and atmospheric, with cooler temperatures around 50 to 60 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 to 16 degrees Celsius, ideal for exploring historic towns, but not for swimming. Where to stay in Puglia? Where you stay in Puglia depends on the experience you want. Polignano a Mare is perfect for dramatic cliffs and beach views, with boutique hotels ranging from $180 to $350 per night. Alberobello offers a fairytale setting among trulli houses, with stays averaging $120 to $250 per night. For culture, nightlife, and a central base, Lecce is ideal, with stylish hotels from $130 to $280 per night. If you prefer authenticity and seaside charm, Monopoli delivers great value at $110 to $220 per night, while countryside Masserias surrounded by olive groves range from $200 to $450 per night for a slower, luxurious stay. How to get around Puglia? Getting around Puglia is easiest with a rental car, especially if you want to explore beaches, hill towns, and rural areas. Expect to pay $40 to $70 per day. Trains are also affordable and efficient for major towns like Bari, Polignano a Mare, Monopoli, and Brindisi, with tickets usually costing $5 to $15 per trip. Buses reach smaller towns but can be slow and infrequent. Taxis are limited outside cities, while guided tours and boat excursions typically range from $35 to $70 per person. For flexibility and time savings, driving is the best option. Where to eat in Puglia? Puglia is all about simple, soulful food. Start with local dishes like orecchiette with sim di rappa, burrata from Andria, raw seafood along the coast, and focaccia barese, one of the best street foods in Italy. In Bari's old town, casual meals and street food cost $10 to $15, while sit-down trattorias average $20 to $30 per person. Coastal seafood restaurants in Polignano and Mare or Monopoli range from $35 to $60 per person, depending on the catch of the day. Hidden gems like Al Trabucco da Mimi offer unforgettable over-the-sea dining for around $40 to $60, while wine bars in Locorotondo and Lecce serve excellent local wine in small plates for $25 to $35. Dessert shops, pastries, and espressos rarely exceed $3 to $5, and they add up to some of the best moments of the trip. If you're planning a trip to Italy and want another destination that looks unreal but has way more depth than people expect, don't stop here. Your next watch should be my video on Lake Como, where I break down what to see, where to stay, and how to avoid the tourist traps most travelers fall into. It's linked right here, and it pairs perfectly with Puglia if you're building a longer Italy itinerary. I'll see you in the next one.